So it just got real for our girl, Kala, the tunnel girl. She has a hand-delivered, right there, hand-delivered, it's that important, stop order work from the Public Works building official in Herndon Township. Stop work order, unsafe structure notice. So I'll dive into this. It's basically a short letter. It has 4 items, but they're pretty impactful. Number 1, today's inspection revealed that an opening, we saw that in her second video, had been created in the existing residential dwelling foundation. An excavation and a construction of a tunnel had begun. The excavation had been performed without the required permits. No, you can't just dig a hole in your basement, or inspections. Further, excavation and construction has occurred under the existing residential dwelling and has undermined the support of the slab. Now, for those of you who don't know what a slab is a poured piece of concrete which a lot of people's houses sit on. So, the following shall be corrected, and I am reading verbatim. Number 1, a wall must be constructed immediately under the opening cut into the foundation. Now, in her second video, you see her like sawing into the wall to cut the hole, and you see someone else with like a shop vac hose. Now, she doesn't have 3 hands, so you know she had help. So the whole mythology of, oh, Kala is so amazing because she does all this herself is BS. Okay, she had help. Okay, I just want to clarify that because it's like a little irritating. Okay. A wall must be constructed immediately under the opening cut into the foundation to provide temporary support. Now, what she did, okay, a house has 4 walls. So basically what she did is she took away one of those 4 walls and she's destabilized the slab underneath those 4 walls. So the house is in trouble. Number 2, a Virginia licensed professional engineer. Now she says in a couple of her videos, as an engineer, well, she's an IT engineer. She is a software engineer. She writes code or whatever they do. She is not a structural engineer. She's not an electrical engineer. She's not a mechanical engineer. She's not a geological engineer. Let's just get that straight, okay? Which is important. So a Virginia licensed professional engineer, with a license, with knowledge of underground structures, must be obtained to evaluate the excavation and construction of the structure and its impact on the existing structure. So she got to find somebody like really, really, skippy quick. A report that has been sealed by this engineer must be submitted to this office within 7 days. Now, that ain't going to happen. First of all, she's got to find somebody who's willing to go down in that hole. And she's got to find somebody who's willing to write a report to support what she's done, which ain't going to happen. Number 3. Permits in accordance with Section 108. Those silly things, permits. Of the Virginia Construction Code, blah, 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 goes, and it lists like 108, 109, 111. Plans must contain adequate details of the structure, and they're giving her 14 days to get those permits. Okay, so they need to include computations, like let's do the math. Okay, show your work. Stress diagrams. Oh my God, she doesn't have those. Essential technical data to verify code compliance. Well, we already know she's not within code because A, she didn't, get any of the permits. B, where's your work? Show us your work. And then the plans must be prepared by, not you, Kala. We don't want to see your math or your plans, by a Virginia licensed professional engineer with the knowledge of underground structures. Okay, so this is not a DIY. She cannot do this herself. She has to hire people, and this kind of stuff takes a little more than 14 days. So, or a permit to fill in the structure must be applied for. That's the out they're giving her. They're saying fill in that damn hole. That is what the city, town of Herndon, Virginia is telling Kala, our tunnel girl. Fill in that damn hole, and you got like 14 days to do it. The plans must be prepared, and all required permits must be obtained. So if you think you're going to go on with this nonsense, okay, with your live and be free, I want to dig a tunnel to nowhere, all required permits must be obtained within 30 days. Now, what do we have at the end of this? Number one, I was right. Okay, so everybody who said you don't know what you're talking about, yeah, I predicted all of this. I knew this was going to happen because I have, renovated a few houses in my lifetime. Actually won an award for the best historical renovation of a building in, the state of Wisconsin. So, I've done this a little. Number two, it's sad because again, let's leave out the neighbor thing, which blows, and if it's true, it sucks even more. Let's leave out the neighbor intimidation. Let's leave out the whole sexuality thing. Is she trans or not? Who cares? Okay, meaningless. My whole point is that if you are going to flip a house, work on your house, dig a tunnel to nowhere, respect your neighbors, respect the procedures, get the damn permits, or it is going to cost you a freaking bundle. I can't imagine what 33 feet down and 22 feet wide worth of concrete is going to cost. And just getting a company that's going to do it, they may have to level that house just so that they can see the opening. Because, how are they even going to be able to shoot it down there? And that's what they do with concrete. They're going to have people and hire people to go down there at their risk. It's going to be super costly and expensive. The whole structure might have to go. So how do I feel? Am I happy about this? No. I'm happy that I was right. Thank you, City of Herndon. I'm not happy about the fact that somebody who is this smart, apparently, this talented, apparently, has wasted so much of her time and energy and the buffoonery of people who supported her going, states' rights, people's rights, it's your home, you own the air and the earth and all. No, you don't. No, you don't. People who've never done this kind of work before and have all these freaking opinions about it. So yeah, I'm happy about that. But, in the end, here's to me. I was right. You're going to have to fill in that hole, honey. Or, I don't know. We'll see. It might continue on, but cheers.